ọ̀rọ̀ ara mi ti sú mi lù yìí bí mo ṣe ń wo gan-an ó sígbà tí mi ò ní padà sílé. sílé igun. Nàìjíríà of course pẹ̀lú bí mo ti làkàkà láti dé lù yìí àtúnwá dé bẹ̀ tán orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ àárí kò sí fọkànbalẹ̀ bí mo bá ń rìn lórí títì níṣẹ́ ni máa wo fẹ́tufẹ́tu bọ́ọ̀lù tó fẹ́ dáṣọ mi lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀ sọ̀kò sí Nàìjíríà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá aago 5 ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé tí mi bá mi nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni gbogbo nǹkan tó fi àjẹ mi kó tútà nípa ìgbélu lọ. ohun tó kéré gbà tó ti gbọ́ nípa ìyá àfihàn lágbàáyé akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ royal olùdásílẹ̀ ní ṣe Brightway immigration and asylum practitioners ọgbà ní 2nd floor 4016 Corwin Street Woodleys nílùú London ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 020-8309-8808 tàbí 07885-605-072 ìwé ìgbélu ìrọ̀rùn bàdé lọ́dọ̀ ìyá àfihàn tó kún bọ̀ lágbàáyé kàṣí wọn níbẹ̀ ní ṣe Brightway immigration and asylum practitioners.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to welcome you back on this platform, Lawyer Tokunbo Lagbaye platform. We are live right now in the United Kingdom, Nigeria 101.1 FM. Thank you so much for that comment. I really love it. It's all about how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. My name has not changed, Tokunbo Lagbaye. You know, when I see, I hear, I will bring it to you. And if I don't hear, I don't see, I will not say it. We're talking about the issue of how to regularize status in the United Kingdom. That is what everybody know me for. So from time to time, under that heading, anything will be coming out. You know, in terms of the United Kingdom government policies, things will come up anytime. Look at the heading that I put out there. United Nations is not happening anymore now. Things is not going well anymore with in the corridor of power. You know, so they believe that somebody needs to step it up. Somebody needs to talk and speak out. It is the United Nations now that is now telling the United Kingdom government to stop them forcing the National Health Service and landlords to enforce hostile environment. That hostility is quite high in the United Kingdom, and it's making life of people from the ethnic minority background unbearable. You know, it's making their life so difficult. You know, if you don't have paper, it doesn't mean that you cannot live on this planet. The planet is bigger enough for everybody to manage. I know it is essential for the United Kingdom government to control its borders. I concur and I totally agree. As an advocate of court, as a senior solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales, and as a senior immigration law practitioner in the United Kingdom, and as an expert in international human rights law, I have the privilege, you know, to read in details of the United Nations comments, which I've been trying to sift through since yesterday on the issue of migrants in the UK. The pressure is now pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, you know. It's now pumping and pumping and pumping, and it's not going to stop pumping until there is an answer from that pump that we're doing at the moment. I want to welcome you to Tokunbo Lagbaye's Mind. The topic is how to regularize your status. We're looking at the United Kingdom government policies on migrants in the UK today. Join me on 07908 628 At the same time, I will answer your problem, your query, your concern on your immigration issue. Either you want to bring your mom, your dad, your family, anybody into the country. I would answer question at the same time when I'm talking about the UN concern on the UK government policies on the issue of making life so difficult, unbearable for the immigrants, for migrants in the United Kingdom. You see, the new Secretary of State, you know, the new Secretary of State, Sajid Javid, you know, he is a conservative. He's not Labour. So basically, it means that he's saying that if he can make it to that level to be successful, you need to go and make it as well. So you need to open your heart very well on him. Don't lose your guard and don't be overjoyful to think that because he's from ethnic minority, he's going to be speaking on your behalf. It's lie. It's a total lie. It's conservative. His brain of thinking is different from someone who's coming from a Labour government background, like Mayor of London. They have a total different view. They are both Asian background, so don't get carried away. His view on issue of migrants in the UK is totally different. And his view on employment issue, on sources, on welfare benefit is different. He's saying categorically that he worked his way up to be where he is today. So his belief is that you should be able to work your way up. So he doesn't believe in benefit and welfare benefit law. So he doesn't believe somebody should be living on state benefits. His view is completely different. And don't forget, it's a boy of Prime Minister, a boy to Prime Minister, a close ally of Prime Minister is Javid. Javid is close to Prime Minister. Is conservative, is not Labour. I want to put you on that abreast now so that you will know exactly what is going on. Because a lot of people don't understand, because they see him as somebody from ethnic minority is going to be fighting for your right. Don't get carried away. But the United Nations is what I can guarantee everybody, that once they start speaking on the hostility environment that we are having in the United Kingdom, on the issue of landlord enforcing policy, the banks enforcing policy, the NHS, National Health Service, those three areas will have attention. They will be receiving attention very soon, and they are receiving attention very soon. You know, from the independent, it says United Nations tells UK government to stop forcing NHS and landlords to enforce hostile environment. UN is now speaking. Don't get carried away. There is nothing called amnesty. It's fake and it's 419. So forget about Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson is only fighting for a position to become a prime minister. And that is why he's just putting that nonsense forward. And whoever is trying to put it through is 419. There is nothing of such in parliament. There is no law on it. It was a talk, a mere talk, which they have already put aside. They have even put it in the bin since then. So please don't get carried away. Don't waste your money. Don't jump into something that is not true, that is not right. Don't just fall foul. That is the advice I'll give you. There is nothing called amnesty. There is nothing called 10 years or whatever. It's all lie. What I saw last time is an NHS, is a WhatsApp that I saw from Tottenham MP, or one of the MP, that is saying to the Church of God. That one today we cannot verify whether it's genuine. But then even then, if it's genuine, what she's saying, what that MP letterhead is saying, because it's an House of Commons letterhead, and it was my husband that sent it to me anyway. House of Commons letterhead, and it's here. You know, the House of Commons letterhead that I received, and I read the House of Commons letterhead for you so that you must not get carried away. The House of Commons letterhead from number 8, 13 Hall Road, Wolverhampton, WV14SA, is coming from somebody called Eleanor Smith, MP. And it says, Dear Church of God Prophecy. I am not sure whether it's genuine. Please, honestly. Because when my husband gave it to me from his chat group line, he's basically saying that I should go and verify and find out whether it's genuine. There is no evidence that this is genuine. And he's saying that you may have seen in the national news recently that many people from Commonwealth and other countries who entered UK many years ago, often as children, have had immigration problems many years ago. Underline that. Due to changes in immigration law, many of these people have had problems, including obtaining passport benefit and pensions. Some have had letters telling them they could be removed from the United Kingdom, and at least one person from Wolverhampton has been detained in an immigration removal center. Many people who do not have naturalization papers or a passport may not be sure of their immigration status and may be afraid to come forward. I know that some of your congregation may be affected or have friends or family that are concerned. I'll be grateful if you could share this letter with your congregation and encourage anybody who has been in the UK over 20 years. The letter is letterhead of House of Commons, and it's Eleanor Smith. You can Google Eleanor Smith from Google site and look at Eleanor Smith, one of the MP in Parliament. The letterhead is House of Commons letterhead SW1AA. So we know it's a letterhead from the House of Commons. But when she quoted, she's saying over 20 years. Of course, everyone knows that anyone that spent 20 years, thank you, Jari Musumola Anke, So you see, she said she got the letter as well. Anyone that spent 20 years in the UK will be able to put application in and have his or her 30 months leave. That is the law. So what is the new thing there? There is nothing new in this conversation or in this letter. Now, the issue of the Windrush. Windrush is for those gizzards that came to UK around 60s, in the 60s, to assist government of the United Kingdom to streamline, to control, to put things down after Second World War. You know, to control things. And these are majorly from Caribbean island. Now, between me and you, that has a sound and eloquent education, it is obvious for us to know that if you are in the country and you have lived for several years, you will have to regularize your status. So those that fall in between that category, there are not many of them. They're not even up to 3,000 according to the statistics. And the majority of them are from Caribbean island. And the reason why they failed to do the regularization is down to them, is best known to them. Why they will be in a country that they know that they brought them in when they were younger. But because they have not traveled, they schooled here, they did everything here, they never bothered, you know. They never bothered to regularize. Those are the people that will be entitled to, as per the letter of, as per the Windrush arguments. If they find them to be in the UK for those odd years, I'm coming, Abdulatif Adelaide Akinlodu, I'm coming. If they found them to be in the United Kingdom since those period and they have spent that 40 years, they're going to be naturalized automatically. But they have to provide voluminous documents. Voluminous. Not just one paper for 1 year, 2 papers for 1 year. They have to show that they schooled here from day one to the end of their life till now. So by the time they give them British passports, it's only just going to be a mere talk, a mere document. It will not be useful for them. Well, what can 70-year-old person do anymore? What can 60-something do anymore? After when they have, everything is gone. They're supposed to have passport and travel around the world and enjoy their life. But they have stuck in one place in the United Kingdom all their lives. So they are British. But they don't have document to substantiate that claim. Those are the people that people are fighting for in Parliament. You see, the issue of amnesty. It is impossible for United Kingdom government to declare amnesty, and I stand corrected. What they can do is clear backlogs, concessions, legacy cases that we did in 2003, in 2008, we did in the 90s, in 2001. We've done it so many times, and we will not stop doing legacy. But they will do it quietly. It is after years that it may have started. That is when you will know that something is fishing behind closed door. But it's not for those who have not met any of the requirements. At the end of the day, if they are going to clear backlogs, it will have to be somebody with children of 7 years. It will have to be the issue of husband and wife that they have been disturbing, that if they don't have child, they will not be able to regularize because one of them, because the other party has overstayed status. It is only God that provides kids. So therefore, those are the areas that I know that when pressure pumping very well, those areas will be relaxed, will return normal. The issue of not having child in the family, they will look at that when it comes to concessions and clearing. The 7-year rules with family with a 7-year-old child in the family, they will clear that. That will come into it. So you have to meet one of the requirements before you can even say something's going to happen good later on in life in future. But as far as we are speaking at the moment, and I stand corrected, don't fall foul. They're not real. They're fake. They're not true. I'm on 07908 628 240 07908 628 240. If you don't call me before I leave studio, my apologies. I will not pick your calls immediately I leave studio because I have other things to attend to after studio. So you want to speak to me, the opportunity is there now to speak to me while I'm in the studio. Phone me 07908 628 240. That is the number to call me on now. I'm in the studio. Good afternoon, my dear Bolatito. You know, that's the number to call me on now. and I can address whatever is giving you headache in terms of all the policies that are going around. But let me reassure you, and I stand corrected, the House of Commons letter that is going around, it's common sense. The letter stated over 20 years. So you have to be in the UK for 20 years or more to get that opportunity. So don't get carried away. I will not say the MP letter is wrong because he has his name there and his letterhead from the House of Commons. So it's not wrong. But it says over 20 years. So they are worried about people that have been in the UK for 20 years or more that hasn't got anything done. So if you are just in the UK 6 years, 7 years, you are single, you don't have family, you don't have a child, don't put your money in, don't waste your money. Hello? 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 Good afternoon, sir.
No problem. I'm watching your program all as well, and I try to add you on Messenger, but not get it to you. My question straight through as always. I wanted to renew my EA to apply for my permanent residence. Well, unfortunately, I'm not with my lady that will take the paper for me, but she just said that she's not interested that she will. So when I now submitted, they now asked me to get a payslip and an ID card on all of them. Now, they now return everything back to me with the application and my passport. So I now called her now that I need the payslip and the ID card. But that's what they said. They refused to give it back to me. So now I'm stuck. I'm now thinking, what else? What other options do I have?
I'm not able to grasp everything that's happening there in terms of your family life. But vividly, I can understand that you asked your ex to provide her pay slips for you for the purpose of putting an application to the Secretary of State for your permanent residence. Yeah? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And reluctantly, she refused to give it to you.
Yeah.
You see, the situation, yes, are you with me?
I'm with you.
Yes. You've got 5 years already, you want to apply for permanent residence.
Yeah.
Yes. And have you divorced her or has she divorced you?
Yeah. She has sent me the divorce paper and I've signed it, but now up to now I've not received it. Absolutely.
So why did you put in an application now as your residence run out?
Yeah.
Your 5 years has run out.
Yes.
You know, separation does not end relationship. It's only divorce that ends it. And according to the European regulations as well, 2006, it's saying that if you're separated, that doesn't mean that your marriage has ended. So they are not going to take that word until there is a divorce document and there is evidence that she's exercising treaty right until the day that they issue you absolute decree. Book appointment, sir. Book appointment.
Okay.
See me in the office. I think you need a proper advice. I think you need more than that.
Okay.
I think
0208
309 8808. Yes, please book appointment on Monday. Yes, office open at 9:30. Book appointments and arrange to see me on consultation and bring documentation that you want me to have a look. I should be able to guide you more.
All right. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thank you, sir. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
No, good afternoon. I would like to speak to Lawyer.
Speaking.
This is Tayo from London.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to have consultation.
You want to have consultation with me?
No, Lawyer Tokumo.
I'm here.
Oh, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, dear.
Yeah, this is Tayo from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Mo kàn fẹ́ bèrè àwọn questions kan lọ́wọ́ yín nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọlọ́mọdé àti fún ẹni tí bá ti ní indefinite leave to indefinite leave to remain in this country.
Please proceed. Proceed to the question. Proceed.
Okay, yes. What I wanted to ask was so something that I've got indefinite to live in this country, and it just got indefinite to 2 years ago. I asked the lawyer, but he said, I asked a friend of mine, so he was telling me that I'm not qualified for British passport since I haven't spent 10 years with my leave to remain.
When was your indefinite leave to remain granted?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. And let's take it like this. When did you have your first lawful stay in the United Kingdom?
That was 8 years ago.
8 years ago. Before that 8 years ago, what document or status do you have with you there? What was your status then?
I was an illegal immigrant.
Okay. So from that 8 years, you have 2 years to go, which is 2020.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I could get the British.
Before you put in for application for naturalization, not British passport. You're not getting British passport. You are getting a certificate of entitlement to become a United Kingdom citizen. You will be entitled to that, providing that you meet all the good character requirements at that year as well.
Okay.
Yes. So please, before you put in application that year, make sure you take legal advice.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that. And I want to quickly ask one question again, ma'am.
Please be quick. There are so many people on the queue.
Yes. The second one was is that my children can still apply for indefinite for British nationality to them since I've got the indefinite to remain.
Yes, you can. Yes. Were they born in the UK?
They were all born in the UK, but they don't have British passport.
That's fine. You can apply for them.
Okay, under me.
Yes.
All right.
And as long as they were born after 2006.
They were born after 2006. They were all born after 2006.
Yes, so you are okay.
But I haven't got to indefinite leave to remain there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have an appointment to you.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah. Yes. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, sorry, can I talk to the madam, please?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Sorry, I've sent you my message, question, you don't reply,
I cannot have time to go through inboxes. Believe me, I have thousands. Trust me. I can only answer people through this arena. The rest is to pass it to the staff in the office on Monday for them to deal with it. I apologize.
I've sent my application.
Okay.
2017 January.
Okay.
January, but till now I've not replied. I've not got any reply from the Home Office.
2017 January.
Yes. And I keep calling them every month. They said they are still working on it. And it's renewal. I'm with my wife. I'm married to her because she's not working. That's why I go on my kids. If she's working, I will go on my on the marriage level. But because she's not working, that's why I get it for my kids. Because I have 2 kids with them. And we are even married. We married from Cyprus. When I'm doing my master's.
Was there a lawyer that represents you in the application?
Yeah, your secretary.
I tell the secretary to go and do the reminder. Have you spoken with them?
Seriously, I don't even understand. I'm the one that calling them. Even sometimes my wife calling them. I go through my city councilor in my area. So they write them. They told me that they told the man that they are still working on it. Now we are not even.
Have you spoken to your lawyer? Have they sent you? Tell them to send you a copy of their last letter to the Home Office.
They said to me that they have sent it to them, that they have not getting
but did they send you a copy of that letter?
They have not sent me anything.
Ask for a copy of that letter to be sure. If they have sent a letter to remind them, they're supposed to have sent 3 letters now in the last space of over a year now. So every 6 months, in fact, every 3 months, according to the law in the office, ethics of the profession, is 3 months. Home office is saying 6 months.
But the last time I called, they told me that I should go, I should do this, I should call. They want to take them to court. I said, for what? This to collect a lot of money from me. Bring another 500 to take them to court. Doesn't make sense to me. That's why I don't even go to them.
Okay, I to be honest, I don't like to speak bad of my legal colleague. Do you understand? Because it is not my power to do that. But then, having said that, please write to them or get the name of the caseworker and have and ask them for a one-to-one meeting. That you want to have a one-to-one meeting.
If I call them, can I tell them that I want to have the name of the caseworker?
No, you called your solicitor and said, listen, I want to speak to the person handling my file. I want, or tell the receptionist to book appointment for you, that you want to come in. When you get in there, then tell them that you want to have a look on your file. You want to know the last time they wrote reminder letter to the Home Office.
Okay.
So arrange appointment with your lawyer first. Yes, don't do anything. Arrange appointment with your lawyer. But with your application, I think it's too long now. I think it's unnecessary. That is unnecessary delay. So please, just make arrangement and tell them to book appointment for you to see the person in charge. Yeah. Okay, dear. Take care. Yeah. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you.
I know I've sent a message to your office several times trying to speak to you directly. I've launched a consultation with you. Is it okay for me to call your office on Monday so that we can make an appointment to come and see you?
Yes, you can do that. Do you have the landline number?
I have the landline number.
Yes.
You told me you traveled, you were not around. So now I've got this mobile number and I've seen your show. That's why I just realized that you are around now.
Yes.
Is there any way I can reach you? Or, okay, all right, fine. I'll talk to you in the office then.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Happy stress-free weekend, the law. Thank you, ma. Thank you. It's stress-free, yes. There's so much happening with regards to the issue of migrants in the United Kingdom, and you're going to be seeing a lot coming out from everywhere in the media, social media, arena, from UN, from Corridor of Power. A lot is happening. And the new Home Secretary is under pressure. I can assure you of that. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. It's what?
My name is Obala Elizabeth Mama Soshebe.
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, ma.
Yeah,
yes, ma.
Yes,
Èmi náà mo wà on ni ma. Èmi mo wà on. Yes, ma. Ẹ kú ìnáwó ọjọ́ ma.
Yes, ma.
Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Okay, ma. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma o. Bye, ma. Bye, ma. Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Ẹ káàsán, yes, ẹ káàsán.
Yeah, I just want to make an inquiry about something, I don't know, it's immigration issue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about someone going through domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, somebody forwarded something from me to go to people going through domestic violence, because that's what definitely, especially people that are out with stay already.
I can't hear you properly. Can we have clarification clearly? You're trying to explain things about domestic violence, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. can you reduce your heart? Sorry, somebody's making me. Can you reduce the device, please? Reduce your device. Yes, thank you.
Yes. So what happened is this, like I'm going through domestic violence at the moment. So I saw a friend forwarded something from me from overseas. I don't know, maybe I can forward it to this number on WhatsApp. It's about people going through domestic violence that are already have legal stay in the UK. They can apply for indefinite through that.
Okay, are you saying that you're going through domestic violence?
Yes.
So what is your current status at the moment?
At the moment, I have resident permit.
Were you brought in under your husband who has a status?
No. I got my papers through my child.
Are you a single parent?
Not at the moment. I'm about to leave the relationship now. So I had issues that last year that we had to call in the Netflix, the social worker that they gave us refuge out. So after some time, he pleaded, we came back home, there's no changes. So
I'll tell you what I can do to assist you. Can you send me information after this program?
okay, is it on this phone?
Yes.
Can I send you WhatsApp and forward what I asked from home office to you?
Can you do what?
Can I forward that information I said I have to you?
Yes. Tell me, send me a voice message to tell me about who you are. Tell me a bit story of yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, please send me message. Do voice message. Tell me what happened, how you got your status, how you get into the domestic violence situation, and what you want me to do to help you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'll call you back after. I will send that after the show.
Yes. People are not able to hear you properly, but send me voice message. I'll take it on from there.
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. So sorry about your situation.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Bye. And now I won't be able to save it. Not somebody will call in straight away. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Good afternoon, my people.
Good afternoon.
Please, I just have a quick question. I've been in the country in 2004. I came in as a student, and my visa got, that was in 2006, and I've been here since then. No, I think that was in 2011. I've been here since then without any status per se. So I'm wondering, what can I do? I'm not married. I don't have any kids here. And I've been rolling it for like 14 years now. So I'm wondering, what can I do?
But you came in as a student.
Yes.
But you've run out of status now, isn't it?
So in 2011,
yes.
I think so. After changing my submission, I submitted my form like a day late, and since then everything just went faster since that moment. And I started appealing like twice. After that, I just got fed up and I left it there. But I've been in the country now without any status, and I'm wondering if is it possible for me to get myself on the right.
You're single, isn't it?
Yes, I am, without any children.
So that means you have to wait for the 20 years rule to be applicable in your case. That's provided if you don't have any criminal record. And if you have spent 14 years now, you have 6 more years to go.
Yes, I'm just looking at it.
Yeah,
because before now, I was just going on like, but I'm just getting fed up and looking like, am I going to just be here for another 6 years?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
If you're single and you haven't got kids, I'm afraid so you have to be for another 6 years. If you're lucky that you have not, you've not been intersected by them by then. Because if yes, in the next 6 years, what you will be praying for is a lucky point that you don't come across them. Because the moment you come across them, it will stop the clock moving forward. You know. And when it stops the clock moving, prison sentence stop the clock. Getting involved with the Home Office authority and they issue you IS 96 stop the clock.
Okay.
But if you're lucky enough to go through these 20 years, the next 6 years without you having anything to do with them for now, then you will be able to put in an application under that rule, providing you can demonstrate you can show the document that you came in with and you have been active in the UK and you have not gone out of the country since then. Because a lot of people came in and they went back and they're still using the document inside.
My documents are still with them.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
Yes. I'm on 07908 628 240 07908 628 240 07908 628 240. That's the number you can reach me through now. 07908 628 240. I am going to leave studio as soon as I finish my time in the studio today. So in the next 10 minutes, I might leave the studio because I've done my time. 07908 628 240. If you want to come in the office, I'm on 0208 309 8808. Monday calling. You said it's very scary. Okay. Right, let's take it up like this. Office number to call on Monday for appointment is 0208 309 8808 or 07908 628 240. You see, all these numbers will be with staff in the office. They're not with me. So anybody that wants to send me a message, it has to be an official message, because if you use this number to send me a private message that you don't want third party to read, that's your luck. It's not my business. You know. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Yes. Hi.
Hello?
Yes. Hi there. Hi.
Yes, I'm just trying to find out.
Please carry on. Yeah, carry on.
Highly skilled migrants.
Okay.
Migrants. Is there any means that there would this criminal terrorist law that they put in place to be removed?
Say that again. Please say it again. I can't hear you.
I said this high skilled migrant law that they used to deny people.
You have highly skilled migrants status.
Yes, my husband actually was affected with it.
Somebody has highly skilled
HSMP.
HSMP.
No, it's tier 1. It's called tier 1. They changed it to tier 1.
I understand. What did you say happened to that status? What happened?
I said it was denied based on tax amendment.
Oh, it was denied. Can you send me voice message, please?
Okay,
Please.
thank you.
Yes, thank you. There are some, I don't know why something is not right today with when you want to talk, lower your device. When you lower your device, I'll be able to hear you. Good afternoon, sir. I'll be able to hear you. But if I can't hear you, send me voice message. Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Send me voice message. But please go ahead, sir.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
I just have a quick question. A genuinely one is in Nigeria, there's more B2B 82.
Yes.
And inside our documents, we want to do everything. Not everybody one minute be that was in 81. So, one advice, another thing advice is it's possible to apply to that British passport last and people to work be on the digital and not apply.
Ọmọ yẹn wà Nàìjíríà.
Ọmọ ọdún dàgbà ní is about 35.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe?
Wọ́n bí sí ní 1980.
80 kí ni?
81.
Okay.
Gbogbo àwọn dọ́kúmẹ̀ntì ó ti sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí mi, ó ti gba everything tó gba tuberculosis láti ní gbogbo passport máa mẹ́rin àti bàbá ẹ̀ máa tó ti wà ní àti birth certificate wọ́n fi ní wíìlì gbogbo ẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ mi lójú. Bọ̀ mo wá àwọn èèyàn gbàtó sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí mi, wọ́n á ti lo àwọn èèyàn wa, wọ́n á sọ pé ó bẹ́ẹ̀ tà tó yẹ kó because correspondent address ẹ̀ nílé mi. Ibi tó bá ṣe pé ilé tó wọ́n lè máa ṣe ìṣẹ̀kú bọ̀ pé tó bá wá sí ọ̀nà ìdíje. Ibi tó lè apply to the address wọ́n á fẹ́ seek advice ma.
Ọmọ onílùú ni tó bá ṣe pé lóòótọ́ náà bí ní 1981.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
So ó skate through Ọlọ́run yọ. So ọmọ onílùú ni tó bá fún ní dọ́kúmẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ ṣe ti yé yín tó bá issue dọ́kúmẹ̀ntì ẹ̀ ọmọ onílùú ni British citizen by the soil ni. If it's 1981.
Yes.
But the processing will have to be made at Water Crescent in Lagos. Watering Crescent in Lagos. Benoti Mache, number Water Carrington Crescent. Yes.
Yeah, actually, let's do that. Not of me, she passport or people directly in Liverpool.
For somebody who lives in Nigeria that has not traveled into the United Kingdom, it's an application to be made outside the United Kingdom because that's how I did mine.
But ma, application form, Liverpool, you want to say. Because
somebody is saying something here and I can see it. It should apply to Nigerian embassy for British passport. No, it's got nothing to do with Nigerian embassy. To Nigeria in British embassy, Lekoni, not Nigerian embassy here. But Oman Nigeria, if you have further information, can you inbox us? And you too, sir, if you have anything to do with this thing, can you see if you can arrange for an appointment and let us look at the document? And then we can make phone call and find out. But literally, it has to be done overseas, which is outside the country, which is outside the United Kingdom. Because that person that holds the document lives in Nigeria. So every processing will have to be made in Nigeria. That is how I did mine many years back. Mo ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ́fíìsì tí wọ́n. Rárá mi sí ní Maryland GRA mo wà lọ́gbà. Mi ò lè fún yín bí báyìí. Contact office and get the details. I don't have full information here on my head.
Okay.
Ẹ pé ọ́fíìsì, but I think you should come for consultation first in my office here in the UK.
But then you don't want any.
But if document ọmọ yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ yín, bring it to me.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I know you want to help, but bring that document.
Okay.
Yes. To have a lawful documentation and to do it properly legally, the person concerned, application has to be made where the person lives. If you do it the other way around, it's illegal, it's fraud, and it will be denied. Yeah, British embassy. That's what I know. That's what you meant. It's okay, it's okay. I know that's what you meant. It's a UK citizen because we were told that he was born 1981. So even if it's December 31st, 1981, will qualify. I'm a UK ni. But the only way to accept that he's a UK citizen, he will have to provide all the documentation of his parent at the time of his birth, including his hospital record and other things, and his age and photographs of other siblings involved, and even his school records in Nigeria and everything to date where he's working. The photographs will have to show concurrently from birth till this time around, títí dìgbà tó fi máa gba application yẹn wọlé láti mọ̀ pé òun ni. And if the parents are alive, the parents will have to show where they have worked. And if they are not alive, they will still have to provide documents where they have worked. The United Kingdom Embassy in Nigeria will have to investigate it in the UK. But the application has to be made to them in Nigeria, not in the United Kingdom. Even though they will return the documents for processing in Liverpool. But the starting point is the country of origin. The country where that person is living, where that person is currently resident, is the place where they have to do it. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't got much time on my side. I have to go now because of the next program. I want to appreciate all of you. I love you so much. It's all about how to regularize your status. Mejo Kinjasha, Tokunbo Olagbaye is my name. I love you guys. I was busy doing the photo shooting in the office yesterday until 9 o'clock or 9:30. So I was unable to do the Ewayede Yoruba. But I promise you, we will be there on Friday to do the program together. We're not giving it up for anybody because that's our culture, that's our tribe, that's what we believe. So we need to embrace it, we need to promote it, we need to put it out there. My office number is 0208-309-8808. For those who want to send me message, send me voice message. Don't do me write up. Write up is too long to read and to reply. Send me voice message. I will read it and I will advise back in my voice. So you will have my voice. But there is nothing called amnesty. 10 years in the UK. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Those who told me that they are putting an application because of their 10 years, unless you have student visa at the time of your application continuously for 10 years, that's when you can put in a 10 years application. If not, it's just a waste of money. No go area. Book appointment to see me 07908 628240 0208 309-8808. There are people to pick up your phone calls straight away on those numbers from on Monday to Friday. There will be people to pick up that call straight away. But as soon as I'm going now, I may not be able to answer call because I'm going to be driving. So therefore, I will not have time to do that. But when I have time, I will look at all the voice messages and I will respond back in my voice. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. I cannot love you less. Take care for now. Tokunbo Olagbaye. Bye. Voice message on 07908 628240.
àtúnwá débẹ̀ tán orí ọwọ́ bákan náà ni èyí iṣẹ́ ààrí kò tó sí fọkànbalẹ̀ bí mo bá ń rìn lórí títì níṣẹ́ ni màá wo fẹ̀tùfẹ̀tù bí olè tó fẹ́ jáṣọ pé lọ́jà torí tọwọ́ ọlọ́pàá bá tẹ̀ mí wọ́n kàn folúwẹ̀ sọkò sí nàìjà ní kódà bí mo bá fi lè kọjá aago 5 ìdájí kí n tó bọ́ síta nínú ilé tí home office bá ká mi mọ́lé tèmi bá mi.
It's an office mobile number, so people will read it and then I will give the voice reply back. Thank you.
Second floor, 1416, Street.